Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm visiting Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips in Times Square in New York, and I'm going to meet my wife and son. And today my son went to a Broadway play, a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play, and I guess we wanted to keep the theme British today, so we're headed to this restaurant that supposedly has genuine English fish and chips. Let's see what it's like.
By now, many of us are familiar with celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay. Over the past decade, he has been building out a collection of restaurants featuring pubs, steakhouses, burgers, and now fish and chips, a classic English street food. In this video, we'll see if my experience will match the high expectations I have for this restaurant in Times Square, New York. As you walk into the restaurant, you'll discover it is fast casual dining, so all the ordering happens at the counter. An electronic signboard shows you all the combos and sauces that you could order. All combos include fish, shrimp, chicken, or lobster. Finally, you could order fries, shakes, and beverages separately. The dining room has many different seating options, as shown here. There are tables for single diners and also tables for larger groups.
Okay, today we're once again at Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips in Times Square, and we made two orders. We ordered the shrimp and lobster combination, and we also ordered the regular fish combination. Now, we have four sauces. We have these. Take a look.
A big part of the fish and chip experience are the sauces. Here we have the curry and mango sauce and Gordon's tartar served with the lobster and shrimp combo. And then we have the sriracha aioli and Dijon mayonnaise served with the fish and chips. The fish and chips were fried to a lovely golden brown. I couldn't wait to get a taste of it.
Okay, now let's take a look at the fish. It's a pretty big fish. I can tell that this is about 4 inches long, and it seems pretty heavy to the hand. So I'm going to try it with the tartar sauce, and it's called Gordon's tartar sauce. So let's give this a try. Okay, here it goes. Okay. As you can see, this is super flaky fish, and the batter totally coats the outside. It's nice and crispy, nice and hot right out of the fryer. And let's give it another bite.
You like mayo?
Okay, yes, has that classic flavor. There's probably just some salt and pepper as the seasoning, and the batter itself has a little bit of flavor, and I just like the crispy and crunchiness, but it also has a lot of give too. See how sometimes it's a little soft, so the outside is crispy, but there's this nice bouncy softness to it. Not a bad mouthfeel.
The lobster and shrimp combo was also fried, but fried to a darker color than the fish and chips. There was only one lobster tail split in half.
Okay, the next thing that I'm going to try is the shrimp. Now I can tell that these shrimps are probably 1620s, I think, which are on the larger side, and once again has that nice thick batter. This one's cooked more brown than the other ones, so I'm going to dip this one into the mustard sauce, and let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay, here's the mustard sauce. You can see that it's a little yellow, and let's give this a try. Okay, it's very good. Definitely a crunch. The shell has a thick crunch, and as usual, my barometer for shrimp freshness is how crunchy or how snappy it is. This one has a snap, so very good. Nice and bouncy. And not to mention, the sauce is excellent. That mustard sauce that we just had. I think it's called mayonnaise Dijon. You know, when I walked into this restaurant, the music is actually very loud in here, and they're playing a lot of pop songs from the 80s and 90s and even 2000s from British artists. I heard, I'm hearing Squeeze right now, and before I heard another song from Oasis. So, yeah, if you like that kind of music, I think you'll like it here. Okay, and finally, the third type of seafood that I'm going to try is the lobster tail. Now, this lobster tail seems to have separated from the shell during the frying. So now it's hanging loose. I'm going to dip it into the Gordon's tartar sauce. Give that a try.
Order number 121.
Okay. This is very fresh lobster. Surprisingly, it's kind of salty. It tastes like they put a little too much salt in it, but it's all right. Actually, it's very salty, so I'm not really happy with that. So anyhow, all I can say is that the lobster is fresh, and judging from the size of it, I can tell that these are small lobsters, probably 3/4 of a pound, and they chopped the tail in half. So yeah, I think this is very fresh, but it could have been better. They could have decreased the amount of salt in this lobster tail. Now, we're at a fish and chip shop, so let's take a look at the chips. Now, from what I can see, these are cooked to a very dark brown, and I can tell that they cooked it really well. Now, I'm going to dip it in some ketchup and see what it tastes like. Okay. There's an interesting flavor to this French fry. They cooked it so much that there's like a smoky flavor to it. You know how when you cut fresh potatoes, if you've ever tried making homemade French fries and you fried them in oil for quite a while, this is what it tastes like. It has that smoky flavor to it, which is very interesting. I'm kind of happy that these are freshly cut fries, but I'm not a huge fan of the smoky flavor. So if you like it this way, this is the place to come. My experience was a mixed bag. The fish and chips were perfect fried food and high quality. However, the fried lobster wasn't good. It was too small and too salty for a dish that was nearly $24. In my opinion, the fries were also borderline, but may appeal to some. My recommendation is that if you come here, order the fish only. If you only order that, you'll come away happy. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this channel. The total bill was $52.23.